Mad at you, bro. Yeah. Welcome to the party in my honor. What do you have for me? Now!
You are now entering the Maica zone. Welcome to my show. 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 Welcome to my show.
This is episode 1, podcast 1, season 1. Maica's first podcast. And we're going to try to keep it rolling, ladies and gentlemen. If it is your first time checking this out, we have not given it a name yet, but this is Maica's first podcast. So thank you for tuning in. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I want to say what's up all to my lady friends out there, to all the fellow gentlemen out there, to all the people that are listening, to all the people that are not listening, to all the people that are just hating in the background. Welcome to Maica's first official podcast. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. So, it's been a long time coming, and I have been putting this off for so long because I didn't know what platform to use or how to go about it. But we're just going to start this off. There's a lot of things going on today in the world. Today is, hold on, let me look at the date. Today is September 25th, I want to say. And we kicked this off earlier today, but we had to start it over because of technical difficulties. So today is Tuesday, September 25th, and it is after the busiest, well, I wouldn't say the busiest, but after a good, healthy Monday for me. For all those know that I am a Bear fan, but I do not watch most of the NFL anymore. I kind of catch glimpses here and there, so I do try to stick to my protest because that is what, we should be doing. Speaking of protesting, the reason why that is a part of something that I'm standing for is because I have said that even if Colin Kaepernick don't get a contract, there will there should be some backlash or something because, he deserves, after all the quarterbacks that played in the league last year, there was a few that could have used certain people on that team, and the Bears could have certainly been one of those teams. But alrighty, sorry, my mic got cut off somehow. I wasn't talking directly into the mic. All right, so yes, we were talking about Colin Kaepernick and the Bears and how somebody could have signed him. It could have been any team of the nature that played the same style that he's played, which we know there was a few teams besides San Francisco that played the same kind of play style. So for him not to get that chance, it was just kind of, telling that the NFL was keeping him out. Can we pause for a second? I need to finish up something. But thank you for tuning in back to Maica's first podcast. Today is Tuesday, September 25th, and it has been a live Monday. I talked about the Bears should have signed in a quarterback last year, but this year we seem to be in good standings. I've noticed that our team is starting to pick up the mantra of the monsters of the Midway. And, Yeah, and while I had to pause for a second, I had to fix the mic, and also I wanted to just kind of relax myself, so I also kind of splurged a little bit, and now I'm chillaxing. Now, I don't have any topics, but I do have some things on my mind, and I'm a person who believes that It is your right to say what you need to say whenever you need to say it. Nobody should hinder you from saying anything, and you should be able to speak your mind freely, within the context of not telling nobody to kill anybody, but you could still speak and say something without getting nobody, in no harm. So I often kind of post, and people don't realize, but my posts are always, kind of controversial, maybe a little shocking, maybe a little telling, maybe a little enlightening, maybe a little creative, but I'm always going to keep it real with myself, no matter who's listening, who's watching. So that's the one thing I can say about a podcast. Like, when I first thought about a podcast, I was like, who am I going to be talking to? But then I was like, wait, I'm going to be talking to myself mostly, and then I'm going to be talking to people who want to listen. So if you want to listen, please like and share all of my comments on Facebook. What? Huh?
Mom home.
No, Mom is not home. Sorry for that interruption. Huh? She's in the car? Sorry for that interruption. Yeah, my son came down and wanted to know if his mom was home, but I'm not upstairs, so I don't know. But yeah, what was I saying? Hold on. Let me go back. Alrighty, yes. So yeah, I do say some off the wall type things, and people can't get offended by it. But it's this known fact that if you don't like what somebody has said, then don't say nothing at all. I try to respect people's opinion on their page, so I expect them to have the same respect to me. I apologize if you hear yelling, screaming upstairs, but the dog is having problems. But yeah, so oftentimes I get my news from either I research and Google information, or either I get it from a source, and then I'll go down the web links or whatever it is just to figure out the whole actual story. And I read the actual story. I don't just sit back and let somebody tell me, oh, well, this happened in the news today and you should believe what we're telling you. No, I actually look at the articles that are posted. And like I tell people, if you are posting something or sharing something, you should actually read maybe some of the comments or read the actual post and understand what you're posting, and don't just post it just because all this fake news that's going out there. You have to have reliable sources. And I remember growing up when you had sources that were in the encyclopedia when you couldn't cite anything without coming up with a source. So now, and then you used to have little bullet points where you can put, I got it from article so-and-so, page so-and-so. Now, you can just post whatever the hell you want without nobody's questioning it. And it's always the people that don't really read the articles or don't really read the whole comment that want to nitpick and poke out something that they are offended by. So if I offend you, it's not my intention to offend you. Maybe you should not be offended by what I'm saying. Now, if you come on Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is and direct something directly at me, then that means you are offending me. So I don't go out of my way to try to offend nobody. And I'm not here to explain myself or anything, because I don't regret putting up anything. I post it because I want to post it. Simple as that. So, moving on, besides that, I post a lot of politics. I post a lot of things that goes on in the world. If you don't know this by now, then you need to be knowing. The news that's out there, we want to talk about empire. We want to talk about the Kardashians. We want to talk about Kanye. But we don't want to talk about the earth. We want to talk about the people that's dying. We want to talk people that's starving. We want to talk people that's homeless. Like, we have to talk about those things.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Gang, Gucci gang, spread their racks on new chain. My blood do. I forgot name. I can't buy where the rain. Rather go.
Now, mind you, I'm not 100% on the knowledge of everything. I can't sit here and tell you that I know everything, but I do know a little bit about something. So I try to keep myself educated on what's going on so that when I'm posting these things, I can't just be saying, oh, well, yeah, you know, the world is going to end in 2019 and that's going to be the end of it. No, I got to have actual proof and tell you why, or explain to you what I've seen in the signs or in the stories that I've read and stuff like that. So if you haven't noticed, I'm smoking a J, a blunt, whatever you want to call it. If you got one, roll up, light up, hashtag blowing one. So yeah, we're going to try to do this a couple of different ways. But the next time I want to try to do maybe a live feed or maybe do some video and just see how many, not followers, but how many responses I get. Like how many people that actually willing to listen to something that I said. So it's not really me trying to get people to, listen to what I'm telling them and tell them to go do this. It's just me just getting something out there and having a open feed where I can express myself and people can actually hear my actual thoughts versus me just posting a meme or a pic or something and then saying this. So, but yeah, let's try this. Let's give some shout outs. Let's see, where should I start?
Yeah, what's happening, cool cats and cool chicks? Y'all out there kicking and flipping it.
Yes, let's get some shout outs. Today is the 25th. So yeah, I'm going to post something on my cousin's Facebook. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, cuz. Happy belated birthday, cuz, if you get this late. But I am writing on your page right now, so we'll call this segment shout outs from social media. We'll call that. How about that? I'm gonna type, hold on, let me see. Happy birthday to you, cuz. I'm just typing right now. All right, so what I typed was, I was Jabo